So this tiny box right here promises to turn any TV into a superpowered 6K HDR streaming beast. It's called the WE2USAT P6 Mini, and apparently it can handle everything from 4K YouTube to IPTV and even AirPlay. But there's one small catch: it comes at a premium price. So let's find out whether this little white box is a hidden gem or just a very expensive paperweight. In the box you get the usual suspects, the P6 Mini itself, and a HDMI cable that is connected to the device, a remote control that looks like it came straight out of a generic tech accessory starter pack, which isn't an all bad thing. You got the power brick and a USB-C cable, and the instruction manual. Credit where it's due, the device itself is tiny. Think of it like a deck of cards that went to the gym for a month. It's lightweight, matte white, and honestly kinda cute. The build looks premium and it's tidy. You've got USB ports, HDMI, which apparently supports up to 6K at 60 frames per second, USB-C for power in, and an RJ45 input for wired connectivity. Basically enough connections to plug in everything except your toaster. So what's actually going on under this plastic shell? You're looking at a quad-core processor, 4 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of storage, dual-band Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5. Android OS with support for Miracast and AirPlay, and supposedly 6K HDR playback. Which sounds well right, because most boxes at half this price barely manage stable 4K. Booting up took around 20 seconds, not bad. And the first thing you need to do is pair up the remote with the TV box. Just follow the on-screen instructions and you're good to go. After that's done, the next thing you need to do is set up your region and language settings, confirm your display settings, and then just set up your network connection. I'm going to be using Wi-Fi, but you can use the RJ45 port. And lastly, I promise, confirm your time zone settings. And then you should get this box pop-up telling you settings are complete and you can use the box. So the first thing I want to show you is how discreetly this box fits behind your TV. Because of its size and the integrated HDMI cable, its footprint is minimal. We're talking Fire TV stick size. Okay, that's done. Let's take a look around the user interface for the P6 Mini. On the top right hand corner of the home screen, we've got a weather widget. Top right corner, we've got Wi-Fi signal strength, time of the day and the date. Center of the screen, we've got a WE2USAT logo. And then below that, we've got all our app icons, starting with the media apps, which we'll dive into later. Below that, we've got a pre-installed cleanup app. And as you can see, we've got Google Play Store, from which I installed the Ada64 app. And of course, there's plenty more apps. It's your standard Google TV store. It also comes pre-installed with Netflix, Prime Video and Disney+. Just log in as usual and view your content. The interface, pretty clean actually, no bloatware, everything feels relatively smooth when scrolling around the menus. So previously I mentioned Ada64, let's have a quick look inside what's under the bonnet. System wise we can see we're running with 4 gigs of RAM and 54 gigabytes of storage. CPU wise we're running 4 ARM Cortex A35s at 2 MHz, and the display is indeed 4K running at 60 Hz, and we are also running Android version 14. So overall a pretty impressive box. Saying that, let's have a quick look at video playback. On YouTube, playing a typical 4K video is smooth, sharp and stutter free.
He's biblically strong, supremely intelligent, and if he is struck down on the back.
And if we head over to settings, we can play back at up to 4K at 60 Hz and HDR with no problems at all. 4K playback is crisp, no drop frames, and colours pop nicely on a HDR display. Wi-Fi 6 definitely helps, latency is low even when scrubbing through video. And the remote, it works pretty well actually, and in my opinion it's one of the better ones out there. Buttons feel firm and responsive. After an hour of streaming it does warm up, not dangerously so, but warm enough to know that it's trying. The good news, it never crashed or froze on me, so stability solid. Now, if you do come across any issues with this box, like slowing down or stuttering, you can just click on the cleanup app icon, and this will perform a purge of any app or process that might be draining the TV box's resources. Now, this box also gives you access to your TV shows and movies, and it gives you a fairly simple and straightforward EPG guide for all your channels, which makes searching for what you want to watch a pleasurable experience. It lets you preview what's on that channel in the EPG guide, and once you're happy with what you're watching, just select it and it should go full screen. Now if you click OK on the remote, it brings up a little submenu and you can access channels, EPG guide, history and settings, where you can update audio tracks, subtitles and aspect ratio. You can also pull up a search right where you're watching something and just type it in with the remote Or you've got the option of clicking on the microphone button and just asking for what you want. And you've also got the option to lock a channel, and this could be for various reasons. Just click on the padlock and simply enter a pin. From here you can also add a channel to your favorites, so in the future you've got quick access to them. You can also start recording a channel from here, but you will need a flash drive inserted into the TV box. Now with this TV box you can also access your movies. There's a categories menu on the side, where you can access all, favorites, history, action, adventure, animation, comedy, crime, documentary, drama, family, fantasy, history, horror, music, mystery, romance, sci-fi, one of my favorites, and of course thriller, TV movies, war, western. So as you can see, it's very well categorized and you're going to be able to find exactly what you're looking for. Now you also get access to your TV shows, and these are also well categorized. You've got favorites, history, action, adventure, animation, comedy, crime, documentary, drama, family, fantasy, history, kids, music, mystery, news, reality TV, romance, sci-fi, war, and western. Again, it's going to be very easy to find what you're looking for on a Friday night. A feature that I do like is that once you've chosen a movie or TV show, it'll give you a selection of similar programs below, just in case you change your mind about the current one you're looking at. So you're never short of ideas of what to watch. So here's a few pros and cons from me. It's super compact and portable. It's got strong connectivity options, i.e. Wi-Fi 6, Ethernet, Bluetooth 5. 4K playback is generally great. We get a simple, clean Android interface. Miracast and AirPlay work seamlessly. Now, cons-wise, price is well over a couple of $100 for a streaming box. I'm not entirely sure this can handle 6K playback. The box can get a little bit warm during long sessions. And software updates, I'm not sure how often this box would get updated. So, should you buy the WE2USAT P6 Mini? Well, if you want a compact, powerful streaming box that can handle 4K HDR effortlessly, and you don't mind paying a premium, yeah, this thing's surprisingly capable. But if you're just after Netflix, YouTube or Amazon Prime, you'll find plenty of boxes at a third of the price that gets 90% of the job done. So for me, this is a great little gadget, but could do with a price cut to really shine. So yeah, that's the WE2USAT P6 Mini. A little box that punches above its weight, just not always in the right direction. If you enjoyed this one, hit the like button, it really helps the channel out, and if you didn't, hit the like anyway because you've come this far. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.